has a number of components, but one thing that really resonates with me is what we do is we share practical tips that we share together at a coalition meeting, and I can go and practice that in my classroom on Thursday. It's not some big fancy stuff that you hear at conferences and you go and you say, oh, this is fabulous, and you put it in your drawer in your classroom. It's practical tips. We've looked at different techniques, Teach Like a Champion, which we were introduced to early on in the coalition, and we've sort of used that as our foundation. But I think what the theme running through the instruction practice for me is practical sharing that we can use in our classrooms on a daily basis. In the classroom practice, the small changes you make a big difference. It's not like this huge, big thing that you've got to sit down and try and manage. It's just the small little things like the vocabulary board or the do now, or the word for the day, something.
Two meetings is to actually invite as many people as possible, just to share 5 or 10 minutes with the rest of the attendees what's really worked for them, and just to re-emphasize again, it's not something that's theoretical or the best that anyone's ever heard of, but just simple practical exercises and strategies that you use every day in terms of your classroom teaching, and that you'd like to share. And again, just the best part of it is that we're able to share it with other people, and they are able to implement it as soon as they get back to their own schools, and then possibly reflect on how that has been for them in meetings after that. I don't know if you want to add anything to it.
The two things that stick out is a platform to share and it's quick fixes. It's not big things that are going to need the whole school staff, but it's little things like that do now on that board, which is on the board in my class at my school. So it's very, very small quick fixes that I can do for my next lesson. The next lesson that I teach on Thursday morning when I walk into class, I'm going to have a vocabulary thing that's going to go up there that I'm going to put very quick tips that we share. And another thing is there's no one who's I'm probably going to understand this thing, no one is an expert. Everyone just has a certain practice that has worked well, and so this is a platform to share that. There's no person who does it better than anybody else.
I think
I didn't call it that. I would get experts in and never use the resources of my teachers. Never did I assume, in fact, the resources were in the room. How liberating to discover we don't need experts here. We can in fact uncover a whole lot of things. And where we do need them, let's consult them. Let's not make them our mentors at that point. Let's imbibe quickly and move on, and let's read what we can. So I do think the instructional practice leading to the instructional leadership is a part of this coalition's work that is only begun, but it's begun well. And it's an area where we can probably say greatest traction in a relatively quick space of time.